On Wednesday, the biggest non-finals game in arguably the past 16 years will take place at the historic SMART Araneta Coliseum. On one end, the Adamson University Soaring Falcons are trying to end a 16-year finals drought. On the other, the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons are gunning for the school's first ever men's basketball finals appearance in 22 years. But 3 years ago, no one would have thought these two squads could make the leap from cellar-dwellers to contenders. The Firestarters. Back in the 78th season of the UAAP, both the Soaring Falcons and the Fighting Maroons were the bottom-ranked teams of the league, as they both sported identical 311 slates. During that time, the encounters between the two squads were ridiculed as championships ilalim. Both communities saw no end in sight, as both programs struggled to pick up recruits. But then hope arrived. For Adamson, it was Franz Pumarin. For UP, Bo Parasol. Adamson tapped Pumarin, who had been away from the collegiate game for 6 years, to change the culture of the team. He was taking over from interim head coach Mike Furman. We are putting our full trust in Franz, said Adamson's then outgoing president Fr. Gregorio Banaga Jr. back in December of 2015. While we do not expect an instant transformation, we are optimistic that he and the coaching staff will build us back to become a highly competitive team in the coming seasons, to live up to its name, the Soaring Falcons. 5 months later, it was UP's turn. And who better to get than a former Maroon in Parasol? We expect the higher level of training. He is hungry. He wants to win, said team booster Dan Palami back then about Parasol, who did not re-sign with the Ateneo Blue Eagles after that season. It's his passion for his alma mater that drives him to be here. He was singing the UP naming Mahal last season. Now he's back to where he belongs. The 3-year plan. Over the next 3 years, the Soaring Falcons and the Fighting Maroons went different tracks. Though the journey was different, the trajectory was the same, all trending upwards. Pumarin was immediately able to change the culture of Adamson in his very first year. From being the bottom-ranked team just a season prior, Adamson made it to the Final Four a year later. Whatever we accomplish this year and the disappointments we experienced, we will use it as a springboard for next year, Pumarin expressed after Adamson's last game of season 79. I'm excited for next year, and in season 81. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm here to give Adamson a championship before my contract expires. With Pumarin, the recruits also arrived, with Phil Ams, Jericho Missy, Robbie Manalang, and Sean Manganti leading the way. Others would follow suit, including Cebuano hotshots Jerry Pingoy, Jerem Lastimosa, and Jed Colonia. Adamson would eventually make the Final Four for the next couple of years as well. UP's rise, on the other hand, was gradual. In Parasol's first year, the Fighting Maroons ended in 6th place with a 5-9 record. A year later, UP placed 5th with a 6-8 slate. Feeling ko, Malayo pag kami dun sa point na talagang gusto kong lumabin, young point na pagkita mo, alam ko talo ko to, shared Parasol back then. I'm happy na nabit na naman yan, but at the same time, we're looking forward na mabit naman yung goal natin na umabit ng Final Four. Eventually, matoid din natin sa susunod na generations ng mga players ang winning culture, yun ang importante. With Paul Desiderio buying into Parasol's ethos, the rest followed suit. The school brought in NCAA MVP Bright Acuity. Then blue-chip recruit Juan Gomez de Leano was able to help out by bringing in fellow Gilas cadets Richie Rivero and Kobe Pars for season 82. As the squad was built up, so was the hope. Come his third year, Parasol has not just steered up back to the Final Four after 21 years. As an added bonus, the Fighting Maroons will make it to the podium after 3 long decades. Destiny's team. In their third years, Adamson and UP had unorthodox preparations for the season. The Soaring Falcons took the road less traveled by UP squads, joining the PBA D-League to sharpen their saws. Meanwhile, the Fighting Maroons were able to train abroad for the first time in school history. And though Adamson eventually ended up in second, while UP finishing third to end the elimination round, the two squads figured in some of the most exciting contests this season. The fourth match promises to be just as thrilling. TWO well-matched squads. 2 similar trajectories. All leading up to one game, with a date in the finals at stake. But on Wednesday, only one team will be given the right to fulfill that destiny.